Hi, I'm Brian,
And I'm Eli.
and we're here to talk a little bit about Eli's journey with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Eli was 20 months old when he was diagnosed. Do you remember anything from that?
Nope, not
Not
at
at
all.
all. So we think that's a good thing. He was treated for 3.5 years, and during that time, we felt a whole lot of support and love from our family and our friends and our community. He had a lot of treatments that were in the hospital, but there was also a lot that was home. And that's because of the advancements in treatment of leukemia that allowed for kids like Eli to grow up and stay at home. That made things a lot easier for you. So he made it through his treatment just fine. And then when he was just after you turned 5, so you finished treatment in November of I think it was 2014. Then you turned 5, and in December, and then in January we received the news that you had relapsed, and that's because sometimes for boys relapse is very common in the testicles, and so he relapsed there and had to do a whole new round of treatments, which was preferable to a bone marrow transplant. So that was actually good. You wouldn't want to do the bone marrow transplant, would you?
No.
It's hard work. So we did that, some very intense treatment, and it included radiation. And in addition, we are able to collect Eli's T cells for the new CART therapy that's out there, and it's recently been approved for AML, and it's being explored for other types of cancers as well. So he was a good candidate for that. Thankfully, we've never had to use them. He sailed through his treatment. Um, he had to do some 12 days of radiation and some really hard drugs for the first 6 months, just like he had to do for his initial round of treatment. But after that, it was maintenance therapy. It was normal treatment. Do you remember how you felt when you had to do radiation?
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
Funny.
You felt funny.
Yeah.
You were really tired. You slept a lot. You were
Mm-hmm.
grumpy. Um, it was not fun for you. I know
That
that.
was not.
But he was able to go to school. He was in preschool when he relapsed, so he had to kind of pull out of that. But started kindergarten, finished first grade last year. He plays soccer and baseball. And then in January of 2017, he completed treatment, and everything has been great. April, he got his port out. How'd you feel getting your port out?
Felt good.
It felt good. So now, you're just like a normal kid. Well, it's a blessing to be able to check no medical conditions on his school forms, no medicine. We can travel without any of that. Whereas his normal treatment would be we'd have to take a whole lot of different medicines with us. You take your nighttime medicine, your
Yeah.
weekly medicine,
Yeah.
and then you'd have to go to the hospital once a month
Mm-hmm.
for treatment. We still do follow ups because it's very important to make sure that his blood work is good and that there's no other sign of relapse. So, Eli is a superhero. We have to thank the Leukemia Lymphoma Society for all of their help and all support, not only for us, but for all leukemia and lymphoma patients. They're doing great work, and your support for Light the Night is helping make all this possible. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me 5. Thanks.